basketball is presented by your local Ford dealer. It is Monday night in Clemson, South Carolina, Littlejohn Coliseum. Tonight we've got two schools that have never met before on the basketball floor. It is the Bryant Bulldogs taking on the Clemson Tigers. Hello, everyone. So glad you could join us. This is going to be a lot of fun. With my partner, Mike Jaminski. I am Eric Collins. Let's start with the homestanding Clemson Tigers. This is a team that's a perfect 2-0 on the year, but they're still looking for an identity and still looking for a leader.
Well, and they lose Amir Sims from last year, Eric, and he really did everything for this team. The offense ran through him. He was a leader on and off the floor. They've got to fill that void.
Well, so far this year, they are a perfect 2-0, and the guy stepping up, at least points-wise, Alamir Dawes.
Really had a good game against Presbyterian, 21 points for him. He's going to have to assume a lot of the scoring, but they also want him to be a vocal leader as well.
All right, let's spin it and talk now a little bit about Bryant University. It's our Fresh Market Discover the Best, and they're 1-1 on the year, are the Bryant Bulldogs, but we haven't seen this guy play at all. First game of the season for Peter Kiss.
And a great time for him to come back, too. Really tough-minded, very physical, 18 points a game last year, has a triple-double in his arsenal, and he needs to have a big night tonight.
All right, let's do it. This has a chance to be an interesting ball game. We've got Bryant. Last year, they went toe-to-toe with a different color of orange, different shade. They took Syracuse down to the wire. Tonight, they'll take on Clemson. 2-0. Before we tip it off, let's take a look at our starting lineup. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Peter Kiss, a big story. Didn't play in the first two games, but this is a guy with a big-time pedigree. All Northeast Conference first-team player, so he will be a big influence on the game. Adam Alita is a guy who can really stroke it from deep. For the Clemson Tigers, Alamir Dawes leads the team in scoring with 17 tonight. Transfer David Collins, Nick Honor, P.J. Hall, Ballyhoo Kid, and Hunter Tyson. That is your five.
Eric, for Clemson, you know, P.J. Hall is really going to be a big key for them this year. His development and growth from his freshman year to this year, had a great game against Wofford, really pulled that one out for him, but big presence inside.
22 points, career high against Wofford for P.J. Hall. All right, there's Peter Kiss, was warming up before the game with a Kiss, the rock and roll band t-shirt on. I loved it.
On loan from Gene Simmons.
He is a senior, began his college experience, that's his third school. Most recently, he was at Rutgers. And the tap is won by the Clemson Tigers. Here they come, a man of honor. Nick Honor brings it across the timeline. Clemson working around the perimeter. Now it's inside into the paint. First shot of the game is short by P.J. Hall. Bryant, they want to run.
Yeah, Bryant, they want to play up-tempo. They're going to throw a lot of different defenses at Clemson tonight, Eric. It's going to be changing to zone, man. They're going to full court press and an offensive foul there.
Inauspicious start for Bryant University. Foul was called on Tyler Brailsford. David Collins takes a lot to knock him down. He's a burly guy.
Yeah,
at 6'4", 220.
Just never really had time to set that screen. Collins he was on the ground for a long time.
I identified the wrong player. Sorry, the foul is on Hall. Elijah's 34, not 4. Token pressure in the backcourt. Actually, it's a little bit more than token pressure. And Clemson breaks it. Now they'll start their offense with 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
That's the thing. You take 10 seconds off right there, getting the ball over half court.
Nick Honor. Offensive rebound. Ooh, beautiful with the left hand, P.J. Hall.
Really anticipated that shot well. Got position on the weak side. This is a thing that, I think Bryant's going to have to rebound as a unit, Eric.
From the elbow shot, a little bit short by Charles Pride. Leads the team in scoring through 2 games. Pride putting up 25 per ball game. See how his role changes with Peter Kiss in the lineup.
They seem content right now. Bryant's going to challenge Clemson to shoot from the outside of the perimeter into half court.
Another inside shot up and in for P.J. Hall. Kiss, bounce pass. One and done again. Charles Kreider, the misfire.
That right there is a snapshot of what Bryant's going to try to do offensively. They want to push. If they can't get a layup, they'll kick it out for three.
Last time down the floor, we had Pride being guarded by Honor. I love it. Inside, ball knocked away from Hunter Tyson. Stays with Clemson. Plenty of time on that shot clock. Tyson. And Bryant gets the rebound. All right, Mike Jaminski, how about your forward keys to the game?
Well, for Bryant, it's really going to be about pace of the game, Eric. They want to bring it up and down, shoot with not much time off the clock. And for Clemson, they've got to defend the three, which they've done extremely well first two games. Opponents 8 of 47.
Wow. All right, Bryant, they've missed their first two shots. They come out of the Northeast Conference. Playing Division I since 2009. They were a Division II power for a while in the early 2000s. Here's Kiss, surrounded. Had it ripped away by Nick Honor.
Collins, nice job defensively keeping his hands up.
18-footer Honor.
And see, that's, you know, if they can rush the ball up the floor, get points off turnovers like that, Eric, they don't have to play against that zone. That was a great shot.
Elijah's Kiss's first shot.
And that was a weave that really didn't weave against anything.
Honor and Dawes playing keep away. This is Dawes. Bad pass stolen away by Pride. Here's Brailsford. And finally, a bucket for Bryant.
Yeah, they don't have to play. I mean, Clemson, Brad Brownell has really built this program around defense, and you can get easy points like that. It'll be certainly to Bryant's favor. One of the things look for in their zone is to try to keep the ball out of the high post, and they got the steal that last time.
Better hurry and just cross it over in time.
They've been Clemson a little casual against that zone early on.
Just getting started. First time these two schools have ever met. Trying to feed the backdoor cut. Hall's pass is tapped away. Shot clock's at 1. Hall notices and hits. What a start for the sophomore.
P.J. Hall is pointing over. It looks like he wanted to get a tap out, get a little time out, but a terrific start for him, all three.
Hall's got 6 of the 8 for Clemson. Capped her out. I think Kiss got that.
Yeah, he did. Great hang time.
Kiss listed at 6'5", and was able to tap it home.
Talked about a very physical player at that size. Laid him out of the open. 18 points a game last year. Big addition coming in here on the road.
Tyson.
See,
that's
the pass that they were trying to, and they did a good job early on of keeping out, but nice offense.
Look at Kiss. Off the window with Kiss. And he's got a chance for a three-point play.
That'd be a Bill Raftery favorite player right there.
We've got a timeout on the floor. When we come back, Peter Kiss is going to have a free throw to complete the three-point play. Early lead for Clemson. They're on top of Bryant 10-6. Now a message from Works Nitro.
Meet Works Nitro. Powerful tools for any project with gas-like power without the gas. Fueled by PowerShare batteries to give you the power to outperform.
Now 6 of the 10 points for Clemson scored by P.J. Hall. But he's being threatened for game-high scoring honors by the guy at the free throw line. This is Peter Kiss on his third school. Started at Quinnipiac. I know you're a Connecticut guy.
There you go.
Then went to Rutgers, and now his first year with Bryant University. And it is a three-point play. So he has got 5 of the 7 for the Bulldogs.
And the more efficient they are on offense, the easier it is for them to get into this pressure.
Nas Bohannon in for the first time, along with Alex Hemingway for Clemson.
If they can get the ball to Bohannon in the middle there, that'll really help their offense.
Everything but down for Tyson, but an offensive rebound by Bohannon. And look who's there, P.J. Hall.
Yeah, Bohannon's he's a wide body, also a very good passer. But P.J. Hall, I always felt like for big guys, you see the biggest improvement between freshman and sophomore year, and he has really stepped up.
P.J. Hall was the #1 recruit, a big get out of South Carolina 2 years ago. Kiss. And is that going to be over the back?
Yep.
Elijah. Paul Elijah, grad student. He's from Haiti. Went to high school in Valley Stream, New York. That is foul #2, and he'll have to leave the ball game for a while. He's replaced by Greg Calixt, another graduate student. He started his college experience at George Mason.
It'll take us a while to run down all the universities that are involved in this game.
It's a whole new ball game. Rare miss for P.J. Hall.
So I like that. If you're going to attack the press, attack it to score, not just to get the ball over half court.
Great post position. And we've got a foul trying to control Calixt inside. It's called on Hemingway.
And that was a mismatch, and Hemingway tried to front him inside.
More subs for both sides. Well, for the first time, P.J. Hall leads. He's got 8 points next to his name. He's replaced by Ian Shefflin, true freshman from Loganville, Georgia, also into the game. A change for Bryant. We've got Chris Childs into the game. Chris Childs wears number 30. In case you're wondering, not related to the Chris Childs who spent about a decade in the NBA.
For the Knicks?
Yeah, among others. Toronto Raptors. Played at Boise State, if memory serves. Here's Kiss. Kiss. He's been the story offensively.
The ball has not been out of his hands in any of these possessions, Eric. And good swing. Well, that shot was under duress.
He's got 8 of the 10 for Bryant. One possession game.
It's P.J. Hall and Kiss against each other.
Air ball. Johnny on the spot is Shefflin. First time he touches it, he scores.
Yeah, they're going to move him along slowly, get him used to playing at this level. But another good. Too many offensive rebounds if you're Bryant right now, but Clemson, nice job on the boards.
Here's Kiss doing his thing.
It just looked like everybody's standing around watching him go one-on-one.
Bohannon, the transfer from Youngstown State, trying to feed it inside. And last touched by Bryant. Another change for Bryant. Luis Furtado comes in. He replaces Adam Alita.
Let's take a look at this again. And, yeah, it went off of his foot. Good call by the referee.
Hemingway. That's what he does. He'll be one of the best shooters in the ACC this year.
Yeah, it really didn't. It's a career 43% from 3, but hadn't had one this year so far.
Anyway, started 11 times last year. But off to a slow start this season. Maybe that 3 will get him going.
Well, that's what Clemson is. Very experienced out on the wing and the perimeter, and young up front.
And Hurtado called for the foul as he bowls over Hunter Tyson. First foul on Hurtado.
This is what they want to do. If you're going to drive them off the three-point line, that's terrific defense, just sliding your feet. But for Clemson defensively, they want to drive Bryant off that three-point line, make them mid-range jump shooters or drivers if possible.
(17-10). Clemson on top of Bryant. Clemson wins over Presbyterian and Wofford. Shefflin. And we've got a foul as he was popped on the chin.
See, that's Bohannon's passing ability. They get the ball to him. He breaks down the zone a little bit. And Shefflin's shaping up. He's looking pretty aggressive offensively early on.
Yeah, for a guy who played in 2 games and had only attempted 1 shot.
And maybe scored 1 point.
Chase Hunter now comes in. First time we've seen Chase Hunter, sophomore from Atlanta. He replaces Hunter Tyson. So far, very early in the year, but Clemson just 64% at the free throw line as a team. Shefflin misses a pair. Brailsford. Kiss. Creative use of that left elbow to create space.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times already, and you can't let him go to his right hand. Just a very good finisher, and already he's drawn the ire of the crowd here.
Notice that. Kiss almost to steal. Bohannon. Hunter from the free throw line. Oh, that's tapped up and in. I think Shefflin's going to get credit for the two.
Well, he was the only white jersey in the vicinity, and I don't necessarily think he tapped it in, but hey, you raise your hand to the scorer's table and you get credit for the bucket.
Some home cooking for the chef, Lynn. Shot is missed by Brailsford. Here comes Hemingway. And Hemingway is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. So, Clemson leading right now with free throws coming when we return. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. We resolve to continue stepping up for you and your family. And by the Fresh Market, voted #1 best supermarket in America. Clemson leading Bryant 19-12 with Mike Juminski. I'm Eric Collins. And Mike, I'd like you to talk about this kiss.
Well, you talked about it, so tough. It's on the offensive glass right there. And, you know, you knew he'd be excited for this game. This is his first action of the year. Was a big-time player for him last year. Shown the ability to get to his right hand inside. But he's carrying the offense right now. They need other people to step up.
Yeah, with Kiss playing, the role of Charles Pride may be changing a bit. Charles Pride came into this game with 50 points in 2 games. He hasn't scored so far in the first 8 minutes and change of this contest.
Now, you know, the first one was against Fisher, which is an NAIA school. The second game was against Rhode Island, though. You know, big time, you know, Division I school, and stepped up 25. You know, they're going to need that kind of effort.
Hemingway's only missed 2 free throws in his college career, and he missed 2 right there. He had been 20 for 22 in his 3 years of college basketball. He misses a pair.
And that's the last 4 they've missed in a row, I think.
It is. Into the ball game for the first time, Grant Coleman. He wears number 22. And Greg Calix goes down in a jumble with Bohannon. The foul will be called on Bohannon.
How about this? I mean, we're almost halfway through, 11 minutes in to go in the first half. And Bryant takes 35 threes a game. They've only got 4 to this point. Terrific job defensively by Clemson.
Hurtado. Bad pass. Shefflin played it perfectly.
He's given him some great minutes here in the first half. Out of that position with Hall and him, really good production.
Dawes the misfire, rebounded by Kiss. 12 first half points for Peter Kiss.
And he's made a living off of that right hand and a strong dribble. They got to get a little help on the drive.
Dawes thought about a logo jumper. Bohannon. Extra pass, Shefflin. He's had a nice game offensively.
Yeah, Bohannon's been a much better addition in the middle of that zone. Nice offense inside, then down low.
Hurtado hits a 3. I'm sorry, Chris Child hits the 3.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that Bryant has settled in here offensively.
Four-point game. Bohannon. Coleman poked it away. Picked up by Kiss. He's got Bohannon behind him. Tough chance. Oh, and it's still hit it. Chris Childs, another 3.
Just great movement of the basketball that time, and good ball fake by him to get a good look.
Hunter, the Euro, and the left-handed finish. That was nice.
Good finish, good take against that press by Clemson, and this is the pace that Bryant wants to play at.
Kiss starting to get a little bit of help. 6 straight points by Chris Childs. 9 minutes to play first half. Crazy shot by Kiss. Tried to hook it off the window. Dawes transition 3.
Nobody's stepping up to the basketball. You've got to get that guy covered. Solid shot in transition.
First points for Dawes, who came into this one averaging 17.
It's been the interior guys for Clemson who've been doing the scoring here early.
Childs. It's Childs' play. His 3rd straight 3.
And from the same spot, too, Eric. You got to circle that over there on the right corner. Get a hand up on that shot, and he's also doing it with people in his face.
He's got 9 quickies off the bench. 1 possession game. 8 minutes remaining in our first half. Bohannon. That is an experienced, strong college player.
Well, he just got a ton of dribbles to get into that shot. No help coming inside. We talked about he's a wide body. He can create space.
Hurtado got the benefit of the doubt.
Is this game different in the last 6 minutes than it was in the first 6 minutes?
And they widened up the rims a little bit.
Yeah, just a frenetic pace, too.
Clemson leads by 3. Hunter. Coleman saves it. Man, they don't like Kiss in this building. Oh! Have a first half, Peter Kiss. He's got 14 points.
And he wants more from the crowd. He's feeding off of it.
2-1-point game here at Littlejohn Coliseum. Peter Kiss, first game of the year. Where you been, my friend? He can stroke it. Bryant University Bulldogs, they feel like they've got a chance now. They've survived here the first 12 and a half minutes, in large part because of Peter Kiss.
He's been terrific, and missed his first couple of shots, but stayed after it. Volunteer assistant Chris Duhan right there talking with him. We chatted before the game. He said, this guy could have 30 or he could have 30 shots tonight. And I tell you what, he has embraced the villain role, Eric.
Every time he's touched it, basically, since the 18-minute mark of our first half, he's got a cascade of boos. Yeah, that is indeed Chris Duhan, for you ACC experts. He is in his first year with Bryant University.
Part of that 2001 national championship team, Duke.
Talked to him before the game for a bit, and he's enjoying life in Rhode Island. He's actually been to a number of different spots in the coaching world over the last half-decade after finishing his playing career. David Collins back in for Clemson. Chase Hunter looking for help in the backcourt, double team.
Tell you what, Eric, and not turnovers in the 10-second call, just not aware of the clock. I mean, coming out of the timeout, they're going to press. And I was going to say, that press has been effective for Bryant.
Third turnover forced by Bryant. All Elijah's back into the game for Bryant. Also back in for Clemson, P.J. Hall, who got off to a great offensive start. Here's Kiss again. They let him get inside, and he scores.
They're gonna have to get some help off the bounce, but you do that against this team, Eric, and they'll just kick it out for an open look at 3.
17 points. Good golly, Miss Molly.
I think that Brad Brownell would take the 2, but not that many.
Out. 3 ball, Hunter Tyson. When in doubt, get it to a senior. 5 points for Tyson. So the lead for Bryant was momentary. Long shot. Alita can't hit it. One and done. Rebounded by Hunter.
Well, that's the thing defensively for Clemson. Any shot is a good shot for Bryant. So you just have to be aware of them. They'll rise up from anywhere.
DJ Hall running the baseline. Hunter. Score the goal! David Collins and a foul! There's something to be said for a good, strong college body.
That's the reason why Brad Brownell signed him. 6'5", really strong. You see it right here. And the offensive glass has been something that saved Clemson in this game so far. Good finish.
David Collins scored over 1,500 points during his time at South Florida.
And, you know, we talked to Brad Brownell and, you know, talk about what guys do you look for in that transfer portal, the grad seasons. You know, it's guys who are about teams. Some guys may be going someplace to get numbers. He wanted somebody that fit in well with the program.
You can trust a guy named Collins. I'm here to tell you.
Yeah, some of them.
Kiss. Childs. He's had a nice start to his game, and it continues. That's his fourth three-pointer.
Perfect from the floor.
So Childs has got 12. Kiss has got 17. They've got 29 of the 34 for Bryant. Closing in on the 5-minute mark. Dawes and Hunter playing keep away. Shot clock's at 10.
A lot of standing around in this possession.
Hall. The beat continues for the sophomore.
Well, he just looks like a different player from last year. Very confident. Carry over from the Wofford game.
Double figures. Kiss weaving. Sets up Elijah's. Give the assist to Kiss and the two to Elijah's.
That's what happens when you get on a roll like that, Eric. You get locked in on defensively, and very unselfish play by Childs in the half court.
Last year, Bryant put a scare into Syracuse. Tyson, get out! Elijah's took it from him. Childs drawing a crowd nowadays. That's what 4 straight threes will do for you. Kiss.
See, at least they're making him go left now, and a little tougher finish for him.
Clemson being tested.
I've heard Dawes' name a lot in this half so far.
Here's Dawes. What'd you want, Mike Javinsky?
I wanted to hear that name.
Quickly the other way. Bryant trying to get it back. Plenty of time. Elijah's missed an 8-footer. Oh, he wants that back.
Well, they just wanted to get the ball. Anybody but Kiss taking a shot in the half court, you'll live with.
Final 3:15 of our first half. Dawes made one a moment ago. This is Hall. Extra pass. Tyson! And he's fouled. You got a puncher's chance every time you give the ball to Tyson. Chance for a three-point play. Tyson now with 7. He'll try to make it 8 when we come back. Free throw. Chance for a three-point play for Clemson when we return to Littlejohn. By CPI Security.
Well, Hall, Elijah said this is a guy that has 8 block shots in the 2 games coming in here, Eric, and you see that rejection right there. But the thing is, also has 8 personal fouls, and he picked up his 3rd on that last play.
Yeah, we won't be seeing Hall Elijah blocking any shots probably until the second half. Just picked up his 3rd foul, and he will be cooling his heels for a moment, you would imagine.
Well, and the thing is, too, he's gotten a couple of cheap fouls, which for him, you've got to stay away from. They need him on the floor as a rim protector.
All right, we're going to go to the Wayback Machine one time, Mike. Of all the guys, you played, of course, the All-American at Duke. Of all the guys who ever blocked your shot, I'm sure someone blocked it one time. Who's the guy who blocked your shot more than anyone?
Well, I mean, the guy who kind of woke me up was number 30 here, Tree Rollins. And he had a triple-double. My freshman year, he was a senior, and he had 10 blocks along with a double-double against me. So never got a thank you note or anything from him.
Tree Rollins, that's a great name. 7-footer, one of the greats here at Clemson. Calix a little bit short, rebounded by P.J. Hall. All right, things starting to come around a little bit for Clemson. Trying to get some breathing room before we get to the half. 7-point lead for the Tigers.
This is for road teams, for Bryant, a critical stage right now. You don't want to see that lead stretch out. Clemson wants to give him some room and Honor.
Nick Honor, a 3. 5 first-half points for Honor. All of a sudden, Clemson leading by 10. Child sitting on 12 points.
That's a tough cover for Tyson, but he's got the size to limit that 3.
Collects. Kiss found him underneath the basket. That was a nice bit of vision for Kiss.
Yeah, they've made him a distributor, though. They've gotten the ball out of his hands, and he's had some pretty nice assists.
Tyson off the mark, and it is Bryant ball. Bryant University out of Smithfield, Rhode Island. Their campus is on the estate of Earl Tupper. Only reason you would know that, Earl Tupper, the inventor of Tupperware, donated his estate, his land, for the then Bryant College, now Bryant University, in Smithfield, Rhode Island. You don't know what Tupperware is, folks.
You know, I try to learn something every broadcast. My mind was just expanded there.
Here's Charles Pride. Extra pass to Childs. Again! That's number 5 for Childs.
And why is anybody else but him taking a shot in this half?
He's got 15. Kiss has got 17. 32 of the 40 scored by 2 men. Tyson, he's got a real quick trigger. Up and down for Tyson. That's a 3. He's got 12 first-half points.
Well, and you know the thing with him, that at his size, he can shoot over people out on the perimeter at 6'8".
And before the shot, we've got a foul.
Foul is called on Chase Hunter. That's his first 14th foul.
Right now, and this is something Clemson is actually matching Bryant in the three-point shooting. 6 of 10 in the game. Bryant 7 of 11. Some outstanding marksmanship here by both squads.
Final 50 seconds of our first half. Uh-oh.
Nice defense.
Turnover forced by that suffocating defense by Clemson.
We've seen a 10-second violation against Clemson and now a 5-second inbound violation.
Jared Grasso is intense, isn't he? On his 4th year, calling the shots at Bryant University. Oh, man. Kiss comes from behind with steal. Brelsford missed the layup. And a foul in the backcourt out of frustration.
And there was nobody. I mean, it's just not good transition defense by Clemson, and they still dodge it. Much as this is a good take right here. Tyson, a good challenge. I mean, it just doesn't get any easier than that. I think that was a case, Eric, of rushing the shot and looking around to see where the defense was, expecting you had to shoot it faster, and he did.
Small thing, but I think if he had shot it with his left hand, he would have had a little bit more time because he could have protected the ball. But that's just splitting hairs. All right, we've got free throws here on this end. Chase Hunter. This is a 1-and-1.
We talked about the 2 guys carrying the load for Bryant. All 9 players who have played for Clemson have scored in this game so far.
Wow. That'll make Brad Brownell smile a little bit. P.J. Hall goes to the bench. He'll be replaced by David Collins, no relation. Going to the bench, Nick Honor. Zach Bohannon also into the game. So Clemson going a bit bigger and wider here for the final 20 seconds. Should say happy birthday to Brad Brownell. He is 53 years of age today. Happy birthday, Brad. You don't look a day over 53. He will tomorrow, though. We've got a timeout on the floor. Back in a moment. They've shot 53% as a team here in the first half from behind the arc. 7 for 11, which is really, really good. But the defense, maybe not so much. Clemson has shot 62% as a team. Clemson has made 6 out of 10 from behind the arc. That's why Clemson is on pace to have 100 points when this is all said and done.
Well, and another improvement, too, from the first 2 games. Only 4 turnovers in the first half so far for the Tigers. It's been a problem in the first couple of games.
Ball stays with Clemson after the missed free throw. Shot clock's off. Tigers will hold for the final shot of the half. Dawes and Collins playing keep away. Dawes will have to fire. Relocates for a 3 and hit it! That is how you end the half. 9 points, all of them late for Alamir Dawes here in that first half.
And that was a tough shot, Eric. I mean, a step back, and that possession didn't look like it was going anywhere. And he bails him out with a big-time 3.
52 points for Clemson in the first 20 minutes of our ball game. That's a big number. We'll step aside. Halftime in a moment. Jared Grasso, fourth-year head coach with Bryant. And one of the things he was talking about in that locker room was how to get Charles Pride going. Clearly, he's thrilled with Peter Kiss and just Chris Childs to the offense they put up. But Charles Pride came into this game averaging 25 points, Mike Kaminsky, and he doesn't have a field goal or a point so far through 20 minutes.
He just hasn't had many touches. I mean, surely that Clemson's D focused, that 50 points in 2 games coming in gets your attention. But let's see if he maybe tries to be a little bit more aggressive offensively in the second half.
Now Charles Pride against Rhode Island had a big game. That was the most recent game for Bryant. That was a game back on Friday. A game that Bryant lost, but Pride put up some numbers.
Yeah, this is against Rhode Island. You see from inside the 3-point line, they were 6 of 30, Eric, and 12 of those misses were block shots. Just playing against stiffer competition. Haven't had that many blocks in this game. And actually, only 11 3-point attempts. Pretty quiet if you're Bryant. We talked about it. 35 attempts per game coming in.
Yeah, the rare 3-pointers they've shot more often than not have gone in. Both teams are 7 for 11 shooting 3-pointers.
We talked about Pride. I just don't know if there are enough balls out there with Childs and Kiss playing and shooting as well as they are. And there's what you see, the 2-point margin inside. Teams are going to want to drive this team off the 3-point line.
All right, tonight there you see the distribution. 19 2-point shots, 11 3-point shots. So things have changed from last Friday to tonight. Alita, Brelsford, Pride, Elijahs, and Kiss begin the game here in the second half together. Elijahs did a good job not to travel, didn't have the ball knocked away. Here comes Dawes the other way, setting up the offense. Collins along the baseline.
And Elijah's had to lay off that a little bit. He targeted 3 personal fouls in that first half, but he did bother the shot.
Here's Pride, still nothing falling.
That's a great attempt to try to get something going, but just the lid on the basket for him.
Honor and Dawes along the 3-point line. Now Tyson. Tyson and Hall have been the story offensively for Clemson.
And it took the Tigers a little time, but they've figured out that zone. They're doing a much better job getting the ball into the middle. And their guys, the people inside, can just shoot over Bryant's front line.
Backdoor cut, and Kiss gets a layup. 19 points for Peter Kiss.
That's you shouldn't allow that pass coming cleanly, but that was nice offense by the Bulldogs.
Honor got hit in the face, lost the ball for a moment. Tyson's an aggressive offensive player. The minute he gets it, no matter where he is, he looks at that rim.
Yeah, he's either in the middle of the zone or he's hanging out in the corners.
Rebounded by Kiss off the miss by Hall.
Look at no post presence on them in this offense. They're just running around looking for the three.
Kiss bobbled it, got it back. Still time on the shot clock. Elijah's too strong. Of the guys on the floor, you probably want him taking that shot. Came into this game 1 for 7 from behind the arc. Clemson up 12. Picked up Alita. Brelsford. And Elijah's got tangled up with Hall. No whistle. We play on.
There had to be some sort of calls one way or the other on that play. Looked like an arm wrestling contest for a while.
If it was against Elijah, it would have been his fourth. He's thrilled there's no whistle.
Yeah.
Tyson.
All right, that was a nice pass by Hall, too. Great high-low action against the zone.
15 points for Tyson. Still a whole bunch of nothing for Pride.
And he's trying his hardest to get in some sort of rhythm.
Hall. Again, it's those bookend bigs. Hall and Tyson.
Well, they're trying. They're attacking Elijah. They know he's got that foul trouble, and he's got to lay off a little bit.
Brelsford is fouled.
Foul is called on P.J. Hall. That's his first.
That's just the first foul on P.J. Hall.
That's the thing. Against Wofford, they put them on the line a lot in that game, Eric, and they've really done a nice job defending so far without putting Bryant on the free throw line. I don't know, this is only the second and third attempts of the game.
So Brelsford, freshman from Ellicott City, Maryland. And we were going to have our first sub of the second half. But the sub is coming in for the shooter, so we play on. And now we will have a sub. It's Grant Coleman. He is going to replace Adam Alita.
Number 22, Grant Coleman.
2 free throws for Brelsford, and now he'll come out. Luis Hurtado.
Number 10, Luis Hurtado. And for Bryant.
Clemson trying to get to 3-0. Wins over Presbyterian and Wofford. Hall.
A little tougher shot that time. You talk about the 3-0, Eric. And Clemson going, they've got 6 games in a 9-day stretch. Look at NBA schedule. It's nothing for you.
That was a classic flop by P.J. Hall. Just a classic flop by P.J. Hall. Trying to get the 4th foul called on Hall Elijah. We've got a timeout on the floor. Well, tomorrow on most of these same regional sports networks, it's more ACC basketball. It's Gardner-Webb traveling to Durham to take on the 7th-ranked Duke Blue Devils. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Check your local listings. Well, while we were gone, we've got a bit of news to tell you about. That last foul called on P.J. Hall is no longer a common foul. It has now been upgraded to a flagrant 1 foul.
Yeah, because he was on the ground. I'll tell you what, those two have been chippy for a good portion, especially in the second half. And if you're P.J. Hall, you can't let him get in your kitchen, you know, and that's what Elijah is trying to do right now. Watch this play unfold. I mean, that was a dramatic flop right there. And then you can see the takedown on the right leg, and that was kind of an aided fall as well. Look at some good actor and best supporting actor out there.
So the flagrant 1 on Hall. And now the free throw for Hall. Elijah's makes it count. One more coming. Teaching moment right there for the sophomore Hall. 2 out of 2 for Elijah's. Now, Bryant looking for any kind of hope, and maybe that'll give him a sliver of opportunity. It's a chance to be a 4, maybe 5-point possession. They've already got the 2 free throws. Chris Childs has checked in. He was a factor in the first half. Elijah's no, and it stays with Bryant.
Stepped
out of bounds. Alex Hemingway has come in for the first time in the second half for Clemson. Hemingway hit a 3-pointer in the first half. Tyson along the baseline.
Let's see if Kiss, he's only 1 field goal attempt to miss in this second half so far.
Coleman relocates. Hemingway got his own miss and puts it through. Hemingway used it to shoot 2-pointers more than 1 or 2 a month. He got 2 in that possession right there.
Yeah, and he's going to, they're going to drive him off the line as well. And again, the offensive rebounding has been an issue for Bryant. Good hustle play by Hemingway.
Bryant has now missed their last 6 field goal attempts.
And there's no presence on the offensive glass either. It's just make or miss 3 and then run down the other end of the floor.
Lead is 14 for Clemson. Another 2-pointer for Hemingway. Tyson, chance for a 3-point play. And on the first half, it was P.J. Hall. In the second half, it is Hunter Tyson.
Yeah, we talked about Amir Sims and who's going to fill in for him, and we really didn't touch a lot on the open about Hunter Tyson. This is a guy who averaged 13 points these first 2 coming in, and really has shown aggressive offense in this game so far, Eric.
17 points, 5 rebounds, with a free throw coming.
I'll tell you, and he's going to be able to get that shot against a lot of teams just because of his size.
Stay tuned for the fast break, presented by your local Ford dealer. That's coming up. Mike Trubisky's going to roll up the sleeves. 3-point play for Tyson. He's now got 18 points, and he'll enjoy a cool drink of water. He's replaced by Naz Bohannon. Offense has been non-existent for Bryant here in the second half.
1 of 8, 0 of 5 from 3.
Coleman. Already the shot clock's down to 10. They haven't even looked at the basket yet. Break pass. Kiss finds Calixte.
But, I think that Brad Brownell, you don't want to give up the easy layup consistently, but he'll live with that as opposed to giving up threes.
Honor. 3-ball. 8 points for Nick Honor.
And he's going to be, I think, the guy who's the primary ball handler for this team as they get into ACC play. Tell you though, I like Collins. He kind of fits the kind of the mold of this team. Strong defensively.
Honor.
Why not?
Back-to-back threes for number 4 in White. Largest lead of the game. It's a 21-point stiff arm for Clemson over Bryant. It's nice to have Honor. You got Honor on your side, you got a good chance wherever you go. Clemson doing work in the second half. They lead 69-48. Welcome back, everyone. Clemson has had a marvelous offensive evening against Bryant University. But, Mike, in the second half, the defense has changed. They've really picked it up a notch.
You know, and Clemson really can get into this. And you can look at the numbers, 2 of 10 for Bryant in this half, 0 of 5 from 3. We talked about Childs and Kiss in the first half, 32 points combined. They've got 2 so far, 7 minutes to go, 7 minutes into the second half.
Brailsford back into the game for Bryant. Trying to get something going. Maybe that'll give him life. Charles Pride, his first bucket of the game, came in averaging 25 per ball game.
A little more sense of urgency on the press after that make, but that's if you're trying to double dribble right there against the pressure.
Ball on Hemingway. 6th turnover. That's a low number. 6 turnovers for Clemson so far in the ball game.
Yeah, no, especially against a pressure that Bryant's applied during the course of the game. We'll keep an eye on Pride, though. Let's see what he does in the next couple of minutes if he gets some momentum going.
Greg Phillips. Child's being face guarded right now. And wow, a foul by Hemingway. That's been a tough time up and down the floor for Alex Hemingway. He commits a double dribble on the offensive end and now fouls a three-point shooter on the defensive end.
Well, and the thing, too, what compounds the problem of that foul is a guy is Pride, who is struggling in the game, made his last shot. Now maybe he finds some rhythm at the free throw line.
Charles Pride, 3 free throws. We were asking before, and does he ever go by Charlie Pride? He does not. He does go by Sour, though. I guess he's an absolute fiend. Loves Sour Patch Kids. So he's got the nickname Sour.
He's got a sweet stroke, though, to his jump shot.
Hemingway and Collins both leave. Hunter and Dawes replace them.
Well, it's a smaller team that Bryant has out there right now, but it is a very dangerous three-point shooting team.
Pride has the last 6 for Bryant. Honor. 15-point game. P.J. Hall. Hall. Great post position.
He really did a nice job of keeping his defender on the back. Calix never really got around him.
Pride. Thought he had the hot hand.
And he's going to test it.
P.J. Hall came into this game with 6 3-point attempts in the first 2 games. We haven't seen him stray from the paint at all in today's game. Oh, there we go. There's his first attempt, and it's off the mark.
Yeah, but if you're Bryant, you want to see him shooting that ball. You know, he's really having his way in the lane.
Foul called on Chase Hunter, trying to stay in front of Charles Pride. Timeout on the floor. Back to Clemson in a moment. We have more ACC college basketball on Friday, 7 o'clock start. It's going to be Coppin State taking on Virginia. They're going to be at that game, huh, Mike?
Yeah, and Virginia, an early loss to Navy. But, you know, the thing about Tony Bennett's teams, regardless of where they're ranked early on, they always gel second half of the season.
ACC royalty in charge of the Coppin State program. Juan Dixon, former Maryland great, is the head coach there.
Played in that in their national championship team, really led them.
Coppin State, the Eagles out of the MEAC, Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. All right, Clemson with a 71-54 lead. The bookend forwards, P.J. Hall and Hunter Tyson, have both had marvelous games.
This is the thing, Erica. You can't sleep on this lead against this team that can shoot the three as well as they do. They can make up a lot of points in a hurry.
Pressure on the inbounds. Brailsford has it. Peter Kiss has played every minute of the game thus far. He's got the ball in the wing. Bohannon trying to shut him up. There's Kiss along the baseline.
There was no room for him to do that. I don't know how he got around that and scored.
And Honor had it knocked away by Brailsford, who said, I didn't touch the ball.
Right. Here's the look. I mean, look, there's no room along the baseline. You got four bodies there, and he sneaks around. Kalick's doing a nice little brush screen. But how about Honor? We talked about him. 11 points, 7 assists so far, only 1 turnover. Really doing a nice job running the offense.
Here's Honor. Hall. Blocked at the last moment by Kalick. Blocked by Hall. Collects, good catch, good finish. So the block kind of distorted the defense and allowed Bryant to get a bucket.
Yeah, nice job getting to the 50-50 ball that time. Good initial defense by Clemson.
13-point game. At its largest, Clemson had a 21-point lead. Honor, tough chance. Are you kidding? He makes it with the left hand and a foul.
You know, Nick Honor's listed at 5'10", but he is really solid inside, and things cleared out for him, and going against a much taller player. Nice finish, and Clemson has had a number of the old-fashioned three-point plays in this game.
Honor, the junior from Orlando. 7 assists, 13 points. Clemson faithful will take all of it. Ian Shufflin comes in. Shufflin had a nice first half. Freshman big. They really don't like kissing this building. Childs lost it, had it raked away, gets it back. Childs with the left hand. Shufflin actually hit the backboard. That may have influenced the miss. But we play on.
Yeah, Shufflin, he talks about his contribution, and I think Brad Brownell, if you can get 10 good minutes out of him a night, that'll be big-time production.
Alamir Dawes sent to the floor. He'll have free throws.
That was on 34. Paul Elias.
That's the 4th foul on Elijah's.
And you could see when they're gathered around, and Elijah is a, you know, he's an elite shot blocker, but nice job of attacking inside.
And now a little roll of the dice. Jared Grasso, he's going to bring in Erickson Bands. We have not seen Bands play this entire game, but he's going to get an opportunity right now. Bands, a sophomore from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Former Rhode Island High School Player of the Year. How many high schools can there possibly be in Rhode Island?
Hey, it didn't matter for 5 or 50,000. Your Player of the Year, your Player of the Year,
Player
right?
of the Year, yeah. 9.5 remaining in our ball game. Pride to Kiss. And Kiss fouled by Bohannon. Bohannon just grabbed him and rode him for a while.
And that's what, you know, Clemson has done with him. They put a bigger guy on him covering him. Bohannon's done a nice job of wrapping him up, but you'll give up that foul.
Bohannon is a transfer from Youngstown State. The Penguins.
Reminiscing of Brad Brownell about the
Horizon League. Yeah. Not about Youngstown. The Horizon League.
Yeah.
Inside, that's Pride. After a scoreless first half, he's figured it out. He's got 8 second-half points. Pride on Honor. Who wins the battle? Honor. Pride still on Honor. 4 to shoot. And this time down the floor, Pride defeats Honor.
Yeah, and it was just a lot of ball handling that time, not a lot of player movement, ball movement for Clemson. But you get the sense there, too, in this last stretch that Clemson trying to be a little bit more deliberate, use some clock, just didn't get a good shot that time.
16-point ball game. Kiss playing in his first game. Legs may be becoming an issue. Maybe getting a bit tired.
Well, the fatigue setting in a little bit. Played every minute of this game so far, plus the defense really locking in on him second half.
Hunter to Shefflin. Woo! Some bad intentions for Chase Hunter. He just exploded at the last moment. I think he wanted to punch that. Is that on Elijah's? It is. So Hall Elijah fouls out with 8:05 remaining.
Here's the look, and this is what you have to do. You have to go right at the shot blocker, body that up, and he bodied it up that time. Elijah 7'2" wingspan, but couldn't get a piece of the ball.
You know what? I don't mind that at all. If you got a guy who you feel is influential, you don't need to protect him for the final 2 minutes of the game. Let him play. He fouls out. He fouls out. That's just me.
Well, and I thought, you know, with the 3 personal fouls coming in, that he did a nice job lasting this long in the game when they were attacking him inside.
Yeah. What's the point of saving him, you know? Can't take those fouls back with you to Smithfield, Rhode Island. One more free throw coming for Chase Hunter. As Luis Hurtado comes into the game. Chris Childs leads.
And there's another guy, Childs. We haven't mentioned his name. Has not scored in the second half. Stuck on 15 points. Only taken 1 shot, and that was a 2-pointer.
He made all 5 of his 3-pointers in the first half. Hurtado to Alita. Now Pride to Bands.
You know, they've run this weave out front a lot. I don't know that it does a lot for Bryant.
Kiss is sitting on the bench for the first time in the game. Pride zigging and zagging. Has to just force up a shot. Good job by Shefflin to hold his ground. Collins. Nobody stopped him.
No, nice take. Just, you recognize that. Dribble, kept it alive. Nobody stopped the ball. Good finish.
7:20 remaining. Again, the weave. And the shot clock is down to 6. And it's a turnover. Carrying of the basketball. The 8th turnover for Bryant. 7:05 left. Clemson seemingly in control. Bulldogs, 7:05 remaining in our second half. Tomorrow we will have Gardner Webb against Duke. Mike Krzyzewski looking for win number 1,174. Wow.
You know, Jim Boeheim would be over 1,000. He had wins vacated where I think should be restored to him, but it looks like he's going to get to 1,000 in spite of that. There's Chris Duhon, one of his 3rd national championship team with Shane Battier in 2001. Jason Williams.
And kind of a weird connection. We saw Jim Calhoun on that list of all-time winningest coaches. The player, number 30, is Chris Childs, who played for Jim Calhoun, who is still coaching at the Division III level in Connecticut at St. Joseph's College in Connecticut. Chris Childs played for him before transferring here to Bryant. How about that? Everything's connected nowadays in the college basketball world.
It's, you know, coming up when I was coming out of high school, Connecticut, I mean, it was in the Yankee Conference, the Big East, and the old Big East didn't exist at that time. But, man, between Jim Calhoun and Gino Auriemma, getting it done at UConn, men's and women's basketball.
Many championships. The Nutmeg State?
Constitution State. We got a lot. We're a small state, a lot of nicknames. Not as small as Rhode Island.
Which is neither a road or an island. Here comes Collins. Alley-oop to Hunter. Highlight reel play. And Collins the rip away. Oh, I like me some Collins. Collins is a stud.
And right now, you know, you got your two big weapons in this game are on the bench for Bryant and Pride trying to get into some sort of rhythm as this game winds down.
David Collins is ready to play ACC ball.
Yep.
One of the best to ever play at University of South Florida. Over 1,500 college points.
And I kind of like Bohannon's game, too. I like what he brings to the floor.
Late to the party is Pride. Kiss has come back to the scores table. He'll check in next whistle. Bryant running out of time. 5.5 to play. Hurtado.
Good ball movement. And I think, you know, it's Bryant needs a little more sense of urgency right now. They're really running the clock, the shot clock down.
Here's Collins. Good looking stroke. He's going to hit a lot of ACC three-pointers with a stroke like that.
Yeah, beautiful wide-open shot. Les Shepard, a nice find in the half court.
Rebounded Bohannon.
And this is what he can do. You know, we talk about his wide body, but he can bring the ball out of the backcourt.
We've gone under 5 minutes. Clemson, the next game will be on Thursday, 3 days' time, against Temple. Hurtado. Alita. Circus shot by Hurtado, and he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Foul is called on Peter Shefflin. That's his first.
Look, I mean, Shefflin giving him some room on that two-man game. Just a little ticky-tack foul.
Changes for both sides. 3 new Tigers come in. You got Tyson, you got Hall, and you got Dawes. Changes for Bryant. You got Kiss and Brelsford.
About it, Clemson, it's 6 games, 9 days, and talking to Brad Brownell about it, he said, yeah, you want to play in those tournaments where you can play extra games, but 20 league games now, there's just not a lot of time in the schedule.
In your experience, do teams get better practicing or playing games?
Well, you know, I would have preferred to have played games at some point. You know, obviously the preseason is definitely important, but you know, 6 games in 9 days, that's a little stout in college.
Last bucket by Hunter Tyson. He's been a story all game long. Tyson with 20. Hall with 14.
They're just going to run the clock out a little bit against this zone.
Collins missed the layup, got it back, and he'll have free throws. It's like a raging bull, David Collins, with that ACC-ready body. 3:19 remaining in Clemson. Florida, presented by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. These are the three main offensive weapons in today's game for the Tigers.
Yeah, you look at Tyson, 20 points for him, and they've all been very efficient, shooting a high percentage inside. P.J. Hall and then Nick Honor has come alive in the second half. And Eric, you look at it, 4 of the 5 starters have scored in double figures. And, you know, your other guy is sitting at 8 points in Collins.
Collins takes a backseat to no one.
Well, you're head of his PR department, aren't you?
It's all about the last name.
Yeah.
David Collins. I'm telling you, if there's a player named Jaminski on the floor, I guarantee you, you're going to be gushing. That happens a lot, I imagine.
I'll guarantee you, I'll be surprised.
Collins has one more coming. Needs this to get into double figures.
That's it. You know what? There's not a lot on this stat line, and Brad Barnell's going to be upset about it. And big thing, too, 20 assists, only 6 turnovers in the game.
Yeah, 57% shooting.
Yeah, everything's good.
They're 10 for 18, 10 for 17 from behind the arc. They're now 11 for 16 at the free throw line. And the defense has been probably what you'd want here in the second half. Final 2:50 of our ball game. Maybe the only question right now is, can Clemson get to 100?
Yeah, you talked about defense, 2 of 14 from 3 in the second half. That was after a 7 of 11 in the first.
Ben Middlebrooks is in the game for the first time for Clemson. True freshman from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And Hurtado can't keep it in his possession.
We're going to let the 2 youngsters get out there at the same time.
Yeah, you got the
Shefflin,
true freshman Shefflin and the true freshman Middlebrooks. Just trying to get his late in the game. Give him 2 more. Chance for a 3-point play. Seems like more often than not, either side, when they get fouled, they actually make the shot and have a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, and Middlebrooks is just into the game. Hadn't broken a sweat yet, and you got to make a defensive play like that. It's tough.
So Kiss, his night so far, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists.
This team is ranked right up there with Wagner at the top of the NEC if you look at the preseason polls. And they played in the championship game against Mount St. Mary's last year and lost.
Bryant played postseason basketball. They played in the CBI last year.
Jared Grass has done a nice job turning this program around, making them very productive.
Shot clock winding down, and Honor! 2 more. Brailsford, that's a tough contested layup. And Bryant University, their next game will be on Saturday. They'll take on Bethune-Cookman.
Heading on down to Daytona Beach, staying down south.
Mary Bethune-Cookman. Legendary figure. Namesake of the school. And I think this is just a rolling timeout to allow some subs to come into the game. No foul on either side, just a rolling timeout. And both sides, at least Clemson, will empty the bench. Clemson, their next game is going to be Thursday against Temple, and then either St. Bonaventure, the Bonnies, or Boise State.
Play at Miami for their first ACC action.
Middlebrooks power dribble. And is going to go to the free throw line. We'll get a chance to see what Ben Middlebrooks, the 6'10", true freshman, can do at the free throw line. I always like watching young players and see what kind of stroke they have.
Now is called on Luis Hurtado, his second, 16th ball.
Devin Foster, Jack Nossi, into the game for Clemson. Pretty tough touch for Big.
Hey, man, hadn't been to the line this year, and it's a tough situation to find your rhythm. You know, you're not getting a lot of playing time. Don't get to the line a lot.
That's about those are your first
good solid
college points.
Yeah.
Hope you're recording on your DVR, folks. First 2 college points for Ben Middlebrooks. Hurtado. And Foster lost it out of bounds. So Bryant still playing defense. 42 seconds remaining. Devin Foster from Canton, Mass. Not too far away from the campus of Bryant University. Kiss. Fans still loving it when he gets denied.
Crowd reveling in every miss.
There are 0 romantics in the building. Everyone can't stand Kiss. Nassif gives it up. All right, Clemson, they've got 11. They've got 9 seconds to put something up.
Good solid home game, home win. Nice contribution from your starters.
Parker Fox to trigger the inbound. Last possession for Clemson. Jack Nassif, put it up, young man. Put it up. And Brownsford. That will be the final score of the ball game. So this one will end on a Monday evening in Clemson, South Carolina. It is a 93-70 win for the Clemson Tigers. So Clemson, they improved to 3-0 on the year. They will have a couple of days to think about this one, a couple of days to improve before they will take on Temple on Thursday. We'll have more coming your way from Clemson, South Carolina. But for right now, we're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be back to Littlejohn Coliseum. Don't go anywhere. 370 winner over the Bryant Bulldogs. Just a moment ago, singing the alma mater and enjoying the 3rd win of the year here at Clemson. All right, Mike Jaminski standing by with Clemson head coach Brad Brownell.
Thank you, Eric. And Brad, a lot to like about this win. Talk about the mindset coming in. This is a Bryant team dangerous from the 3-point line.
Yeah, and they showed it in the first half. We just had trouble getting back. We were a little disorganized. And guys weren't sure exactly what we were doing, and so we had to make some adjustments at halftime. I thought we did a better job of guarding them, and I thought we executed offensively against a lot of different defenses, which was really good for us.
Your perimeter guys are older, your younger guys inside, but P.J. Hall seems to have stepped his game up from last year.
Yeah, he's a good player, and he just needs maturity. He needs experience. We knew when we recruited him that he was going to be a special player at Clemson, have a lot of confidence in him, and I think it's just been really fun to coach him. He's a hard-working kid, great attitude. He's got a great career ahead of him.
And do you think this is going to kind of carry over? You had a high assist game, low turnovers, really executed well offensively.
Well, I hope so. We've been working on that the last couple days. We've done more passing drills than you can imagine the last couple days, and jump stops and pivots. So we got to keep doing that. We got to make sure we're taking care of the ball so that we get shots, because we're a pretty good shooting team.
Congratulations. Good win, Brad. Eric, back to you.
Mike, thank you. Wonderful job. Well, Coach Brownell was talking about turnovers. This team had just 7. 7 turnovers in a 40-minute college game. That's a low number. We'll be back with final thoughts in a moment. Welcome back one final time here to Clemson, South Carolina. We're going to talk a bit about Hunter Tyson in the ball game he had.
It really got off to a good start. You love his size. He can stretch the floor at 6'8", knocks down the 3, can also go in and did some work in the middle of the zone. Good finish for him, but really efficient game for Hunter Tyson. 8 of 13, knocked down a couple threes, 20 points for him, Eric.
Wonderfully consistent, well-rounded performance for Clemson. You take a look at their starting lineup. Every starter that played in today's game shot a minimum of 50% from the field. There really was no dip. Everyone shot a good ball.
And 21 second chance points. I mean, you're scoring at a high level initially, and then you're getting your misses as well. So
hey, Coach Brownell's got to be thrilled that his team's listening. He talked about lessening the turnovers. They only had 7 in a 40-minute game.
Well, and Amir Sims, we talked about filling that void. I think this is a step toward that and finding playmaking guys who can run the offense, and Honor was terrific tonight. 7 assists, one turnover.
Yes, he was. All right, so in search of perfection, Clemson lives to fight another day. They're now 3-0 on the season. Well, tomorrow on most of these same Green Hill Sport Networks, we've got more ACC basketball coming your way. Gardner-Webb and Duke. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip. For Mike Jaminski, I'm Eric Collins. You've been watching ACC basketball on your regional sports network.